everybody, welcome to BrickVault. My name's Jack. Today is another LEGO collection video, and we've got every single LEGO minifigure from the 2011 theme, Alien Conquest. It's not that old of a theme, but it is discontinued, and after going through all of our minifigures here at BrickVault, I realized we had all the guys, so here is the entire collection. This is a really fun theme. It's definitely the closest thing we're ever going to get to something like Mars Attacks in LEGO form, and right now we're looking at 13 minifigs, though there is one extra alien, which is a headpiece, but it's kind of like a facehugger. Though I really liked this theme, it did not survive longer than 1 year. Everything was produced in the year 2011, so instead I'm going to go through the minifigs in groups based on just kind of their similarities. So first, let's take a look at the ADU soldiers, or the alien defense guys. These are all the cool guys in the blue suits. These first three soldiers are the most similar to each other. They all have the exact same body detailing, and in fact their only differences are the printings for their face. On BrickLink, these guys are simply known as ADU Soldier 1, Soldier 2, and Soldier 3, and they came out in a variety of different sets. Soldier 1 came out in the Alien Defender set 7050, and he was also one of the minifigs that came out in the Alien Conquest Battle Pack. Soldier 2 has the scowl and the surprised face. He came out in 7049 Alien Striker set, as well as an Alien Walker Polybag. Soldier 3 has the face of an old man with a very large gray mustache. He came out in the set Earth Defender HQ 7066, as well as UFO Abduction 7052. They're all worth about $2 or $3. And let's move on to our airborne. I'm gonna skip Soldier 4 for a second, actually move on to Soldier 5. This is our female soldier. She looks very determined on both of her expressions, and you can see when you compare both of the soldier bodies that there is a bit of different printing, and there's that tiny little symbol for the parachute on the front that lets you know she is indeed airborne. She also came out in the Earth Defense HQ set and is also worth $3. But here's why I skipped Soldier 4. When we jump back to him, he's got the same body, different expression, but he also came with this jetpack build. On all accounts, it's really not that great of a build. I don't think it's very interesting to look at, and it also doesn't build all the way to the ground, so he never stands fully upright on his own. Not to mention, if you're actually playing with it, it falls off pretty easily. He was released in the ADU Jetpack Polybag, and complete with his jetpack, he's around $4, but he also came out in a very cool looking set actually, the Jetcopter Encounter, and here he doesn't actually have his jetpack. Anyways, those are the 5 soldiers. Let's check out the rest of the humans. The aliens are the coolest part. I'm going to save them for the end. Here is our farmer first. He came out in the UFO Abduction set, if you couldn't guess based on his expression. And he's got pretty nice detailing for the body. I like the wheat sort of sticking out of his pants. And that's a pretty uncommon print for the face. Pretty useful, I think. I'm pretty sure all the parts that make this guy up aren't unique, so he is among the cheapest of the minifigs, coming out to around $2. And it's the same thing for our reporter here. The prints themselves are not unique, I don't believe, but she does come with a useful face. She's got 2 expressions here. One is very happy and one is extremely scared or worried. And she came out in the Alien Mothership set. This next guy I like a lot, the businessman. Also, not unique, I don't believe. I do love that reflective gold tie he has, but I think the best part about him is this extra head accessory, if you can call it that. He came out in the set Tripod Invader 7051, as well as the Battle Pack, but in the Tripod Invader set, he can actually get taken over by an alien. He comes out to around $3, and no, this alien headpiece does not count as part of the minifig. If you wanted to get that, that would also be around $2 or $3. Our last human of the collection here is not a civilian. He's also not a soldier. He's part of the Alien Defense Unit, but he is known as the Toxic Cleanup Scientist. Pretty awesome detailing for the body all around. He's the only guy that has printing on the toes, actually. Kind of shows he's got some toothed steel toes there. And he's got a very sort of classic print for the face with the sideburns, glasses, and the kind of shaggy hair. He's standardly priced at $3. He also was one of the several figs that came out in the Earth Defense HQ set. I think that was the largest one of this collection. But let's finally move on to the aliens now. All the detailing for these figs, including the prints for the torsos, legs, and the molds for their heads, are unique just to the Alien Conquest theme. And let's check out the most common guy. He's just called the Alien Trooper. He came out in 4 sets, the Tripod Invader set, Earth Defense HQ, Alien Striker, as well as just the basic Battle Pack. He's got some great intricate detailing on the torso piece and legs, though I'm disappointed none of the aliens actually have printing on their back. The mold for the head is great. It's sort of a classic sort of brutish head there. He's got a big jaw, some sharp teeth, and a very tiny exposed brain. I really like how they printed on a little bit of pink there. Kind of a perfect look for a brutish sort of grunt soldier of the alien forces, and his commonality makes him very, very cheap. He's around $2, and that's actually the same thing for this next fig here. The shape of the head is totally different. You can see the eyes are a lot bigger as well as the brain, and this guy actually has a bit more responsibilities. This is the alien pilot. The sets he was released in was the Alien Defender set, UFO Abduction, Jetcopter Encounter, as well as the Battle Pack. The detailing for his body is just as intricate, but a little bit different, and I really like how they did that printing on one of his legs. Okay, and I have definitely saved the best 2 minifigs for last. And this guy is truly unique. This is the alien android from Earth Defense HQ set, and all the detailing here is truly great. He's got a mechanical peg leg, as well as an oddly shaped mechanical arm with some sort of tentacle sticking out, and the printing on his torso and face are also metallic and mechanical on the same side of the body. He really does look like a half robot. Here's the deconstruction of the head, by the way. He's actually got a trans green minifig head, which is actually supposed to go over the one mold which makes up the face, and then the trans green brain mold, I guess, that you put on the top fits on after the fact. He is an $8 minifig, which makes him about twice as much as any of the other minifigs so far that we've seen, but our last guy here, the Alien Commander, is the most expensive. It makes sense that he came out in the Alien Mothership set, and this is such a classic looking evil alien emperor. This minifig in particular is what reminds me of the movie Mars Attacks. The printing for the torso shows a bunch of war decorations and medals. He even has that old shoulder piece that makes him look even more official, and it really tops him off with the cape. He's got an awesome mold that makes up his tentacle body, and there's slightly different printing on his face, though it's the same mold as the cyborg before. Everything about this minifig is just a lot of fun, except for maybe placing him onto pegs themselves. He doesn't have too many points to attach to, and they don't really fit in that well. He comes out to around $9 or $10 on BrickLink, and here's the entire set of figs once again. Alien Conquest was a pretty great theme, or at least it had some really nice sets. I think we got some great looking alien figs here, and I wouldn't mind seeing LEGO go back to another alien space theme in the near future. Okay, so that's it for this episode. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. If you enjoy our content, you can always subscribe or like this video. And if you have any ideas about another LEGO collection you want to see in the future, you can let us know in the comment section below. All right, that's it. Thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you next time at BrickVault.